Hi everyone, welcome back to Beauty by Trish, and I am doing replying to comments, and this is from the video vlog 5/29/15 New Fawns Painting and Storm. Okay, so first up we have Free to Be Me Barbie. That's a tongue twister, woman. Holy moly, you've been darn busy. Heck, now I feel bad for keeping you on the darn phone. Shoot. That's okay, because I painted while we talked. Beautiful babies, I love these vlogs. Love you, sister. I'm loving the new room colors you chose. Thank you so much. I really like, I was really nervous. Before I started putting things in the room, it really had kind of a purple tint. And Jack says it still does. I don't notice it as much. It's more the neutral that I wanted it to be. So, yeah, but thank you very much. Let's see, Fritzy. I always learn so much from you. I have so many questions about these deer. Well, honey, you can ask me whatever you want. They're so darn cute, though. Busy, 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 Mary. Yes, that was a crazy time. Crazy, crazy time. Beth Graves. What about Macy for the doe's name? Oh, that would have been a good idea. We actually named her JoJo. Her dad was Jack's pride and joy buck. He was so proud of that buck. If I can find a picture, I will insert it here. But his name was Joker, but he always called him JoJo for short. And we had already had a doe fawn from him that looked a lot like him in the face, that was staying with her mom, and her name was Josie. So we picked JoJo because that's what Jack always called Joker, was JoJo. So she, her name. Now the other little piebald, we call her CJ. So, I don't know. He came up with some really odd names this year. One I made him change because I'm like, I'm not calling her that. Caitlin Krekowicz. I hope I didn't say that incorrectly. Oh my goodness, cuteness overload. It is total cuteness overload. We have one doe left, my doe Roxy, who usually comes and greets you guys. She still has not had her babies yet, and she's a first-time mom, so that kind of makes us nervous. Kat. Hi, Kat. I haven't seen you in forever. How's that baby boy? Kat has been subscribed to me for a long time. She won one of my giveaways, which reminds me I need to do a giveaway soon. She was pregnant, and they told her, I forget how many weeks along you are when you find out what it is, and it was a girl, and she tweeted me and told me she was having a little girl, and she was excited. I was so excited for her, and months go by, she has the baby, and it's a boy. Yeah, it was totally wrong, totally floored them, but she's a proud mama, so. Name that new baby Stormy, since he was born on the day of a storm. That's a good idea. We had a Stormy. And we have found with deer, like dogs, when you name them something like that, like Havoc, Chaos, Storm, that is what their temperament ends up being like. So we're very careful when we name them. Natalie the Beauty Diva. Oh, Trish, I just love these vlogs. I hope all the babies got to shelter before the storm. Keep these coming. I find them so soothing. I love you, my sweet friend. Hugs, Natalie. Thanks, Natalie. Everybody did really well through the storm. We did have the one that had like the patchworks on her that was in this video and the white face. Her mama was a first-time mama, and the storm stressed her out. So she was not taking care of her, and we were really worried because we have lost fawns before if they don't get enough of their mom's colostrum. That's why we leave them on for 24 to 48 hours, so we can make sure they have enough of mama's colostrum to give them a good start. And she had only been with her mama for maybe 12 hours, and we had to pull her. I won't go into, her mama wasn't taking care of her. She wasn't keeping her clean, and if they're not clean with the storms, then the humidity, and that just is a battlefield for different things to go wrong, for flies to, I'm not going to go into detail, but anyway, so we had to pull her and take her to the barn and clean her up, and we really just prayed hard and held our breath for 10 days, because 10 days usually is the hump that if they make it to day 11, then they did get enough colostrum and you're doing the right thing. And she is still with us, and she's beautiful, and she is spoiled. So, Christy Farrell, just adorable, Trish. I hope they didn't get too much of a fright from the storm. Have a wonderful day, Kirsty. Kirsty Farrell, just adorable, Trish. I hope they didn't get too much of a fright from the storm. Have a wonderful day, Kirsty. Kirsty, thank you, Kirsty. I will get your name right one of these days. They, like I said, just the new mama, she didn't know what was going on, and she was afraid, and then it was a nasty storm. It really was. So, Miss Cavalier 01. Oh, those babies are so precious. It must be exciting to watch these beautiful creatures and interact with them like you do. Thank you for sharing them with all of us. Have a great Sunday, my friend. Hugs, Colleen. Thank you. And yes, it is. I was always a city girl, and I never would have dreamed I would have lived on a farm, let alone a whitetail farm, and that I would enjoy it as much as I do. But I'm such an animal lover. I mean, absolutely love animals, and it's just amazing, and it's a blessing. There's a lot of heartache sometimes, but it's worth it in the end. It really is. Sequest 2011. Hi Trish, love your baby deers. They're so cute. Thank you, Emily. And yes, they are very cute. Cheaper by the dozen. Wow, you're a busy lady. New babies, painting now. That's quite a day's work. Those babies are so sweet. Hope everyone made it through the storm. Patty. Everybody made it through the storm. I was exhausted all the time. I really was. Crazy beautiful MUA. Maybe name her Fiona. She looks like little Princess Fiona. We have some crazy storms here lately too. Luckily they hit and move on, but today it has rained and stormed all day. Love the vlogs. Thanks, Heather. I really appreciate it, honey. Makeup over 40. Just so sweet. If I lived at your place, I wouldn't get anything done because I would want to be petting those babies all the time. Melissa. It's hard. It really is. But then it's like there's so much in the house that needs done, and there's so much out of the house that needs done, and my schedule, I work 5 days a week, I train 2 days a week, and it's just getting it all to work together, so there's not as much time. But I do enjoy the babies. I do enjoy the older deer. We have 2 that are really jumpy, and I mean, there's really not much to enjoy there, but they're good moms and they're taking great care of their babies, so I can't complain. PJ Risa 5050, great video. I absolutely love seeing all the deer. My husband and I are always to park here if we see any. Then we count them. One evening we counted way over 100. We got so excited. Doesn't take much. Thanks so much for sharing with us. Your room looks nice when it's finished. Take care. Have a great week, Patty. Thanks, Patty. I know I still get excited when I see like a deer. If I'm driving, there's a couple areas that there's usually a patch where there's several herds of deer. Several herds of deer. I don't think that was right, but there's several herds of deer, and I love to watch them, and they're just a beautiful, beautiful creature. Diary of a Brain Tumor Survivor. I'm so behind in videos, hun. Not as behind as I am. I just had to watch this one. I rarely ever feel one bit of envious of anyone, yet I feel a bit right now. How amazing it must be to interact with such beautiful creatures anytime you want to. It's my opinion that the closer you get to nature and wildlife is when you truly see the miracles that God gives us daily. I hope that you let us know how the babies did through the storm. Thanks so much for sharing them with us also. I know that your makeup room is going to look fantastic when you're done. Big hugs, Janet. Thank you, Janet, very much. Yes, everybody made it through the storm, and Josie, the one that we had to pull, she's doing great. Makeup room is not done yet, but it's getting there. It's getting there quickly, so I can't complain. Tammy, how beautiful the deer and their babies are. I didn't know that they can be born with white on them like that. So pretty. Why do you guys have them, and what do you do with them once they're grown? Okay. We have them, I have them because Jack had them when we got together. I didn't know that they could be born with white on them like that. When they have a lot of white on their body, like, okay, so my camera, the battery died and the card got full all at the same time. The ones with a lot of white on them are called piebalds. P-I-E-B-A-L-D-S. Piebalds. They are, why do I just feel like I was in a spelling bee? A lot of people don't know how to spell it. That's why I spelled it, in case you wanted to look it up. And you can also go visit my husband's Facebook page. It's Shadow Valley Whitetails, or is it Shadow Valley Deer Farm? One or the other. We are very lucky with the piebalds and the whites. A lot of people want to have at least one on their farm, in a petting zoo, you know, whatever the case may be. It's a nice attraction, nice, you know, nice conversation starter if somebody's coming to look at your farm. Now, a lot of people that raise deer raise them to be shooters. That's not what we raise ours for. Our main use is my husband's urine collection. He built the barn. You guys have seen inside the big room in the barn. That's where we do our AIing to some of the does. That's where we raise our fawns. Yeah, so he does AI. You grab the biggest bucks you can, and you know, make some attention about how nice your buck is or whatever. I don't know. I don't do that part of it. The vet comes, if it's a really, really nice buck, the vet comes, does a semen collection, and then he makes a good bit of money off of that. But his main income with a deer is actually from scent cover for hunters, which is deer urine. And he does 3 phases of that, and so that's why we need some tame bucks, at least one tame buck and several tame does. That way you're not using the same doe, because he does regular doe scent and then he does doe and heat scent. So you actually have to start the process like you're going to AI them and induce them into coming into heat, basically. So that is what our farm's mainstay is for scent collection and semen cells. He just did sell our 2 big piebalds, and because they were not safe. And normally he would sell them to another farm to use as a breeder, because as you guys have seen, they make some beautiful babies. But you know, he had already been attacked by one, the other one had tried to attack me. You can't put that in another farm where there might be a person, especially a child, that gets in their way during rut and gets hurt or worse. That's why he did have to go ahead and sell them to a big preserve in, I think they're in Wisconsin. So, but that's usually something that is last choice to do. And I know why those 2 ended up being more aggressive than any other bucks we've ever had, and that's a whole different story that I don't know if you guys want to hear. I mean, we didn't do anything to them, but yeah, somebody else did. Anyway, so I hope that answers your question. That's why we bottle feed, to keep them calm in the barn. They get used to it. That's where they grew up. So when we put them in the back 2 stalls to collect urine, then, you know, it's no big deal. I am uniquely imperfect. Hi, Patricia. Hi, my love, Trish. I couldn't pass up a fawn vlog. Oh my goodness, how adorable. I sure wish I could paint as fast as you do. You like the way I sped that up? I look like Wonder Woman. Thanks for sharing your deer. Love, Patricia. Thank you, Patricia, for watching. I really appreciate it. UPS Chick 712. Those baby fawns are so sweet. The room looks great. Thank you so much, honey. It's getting there. It's getting there. Curlers to Cupcakes. Thank you for sharing. And she also writes, "Hi Trish, the beauty room is looking good, making some progress." It seemed like nothing, and then everything. The fonts are so adorable. The new baby's markings are beautiful. The storms are so bad. I'm sure the deer are on your mind every time it storms. Thank you for taking time to vlog. I just said, love seeing your makeup room and the precious deer and other critters. Have a good Tuesday. Lots of love, Dorothy. Thank you, Dorothy. I really appreciate it. I wish I would have started vlogging before Hunter left because he had some beautiful rabbits, so that would have been nice, but that's okay. I'll vlog again. It's just been so rainy and everything here. And Sebastian, wonderful video. Many thanks for this moment. Have a nice day. Thank you, Sebastian. It's just been rainy and stormy, and I don't want to make them more nervous or anything, so I haven't done any more vlogging. But I will, because we have 2 new babies that you guys haven't seen, the twin girls. We had twin, and I mean they are identical, Seneca white fawns, and they're amazing. So, okay guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for commenting. I hope that you all have a wonderful day. Be good to each other. Be blessed. And I will see you in the next video.